Yo guys, how's it going? We are back for another episode of our Schalke career mode, where today we have ourselves, I think it's 2 games, one against Sandhusen, and the second, if I get that right, is against Sampoli. So, I'm pretty sure Sampoli, or Sampoli, whichever one it is, are currently in second, and the other side are currently down in 13th. So, one I'd say winnable game, the other one is going to be a bit of a push, but let's get straight into this one and see what we can do. And here we are, boys, for the first game of today's episode, which is going to be against Sandhusen, where we have ourselves a little bit of a mid-table clash at the minute, because being as we're only sat in 7th at the minute, which is very poor for us, to be fair. We should be very much touching the top of the table, but we're not doing so at the moment. Let's hope this run of form can carry on, where we're actually getting ourselves decent amount of points. Obviously, in the last game of the last episode, we ended up losing to Werder Bremen, who are currently top of the table with a last-minute game, a last-minute goal, shall I say, and then St. Pauli, obviously, aside, they're going to be playing in the next game, which is going to be quite difficult. But we'll get into this one now and see what we can do. The left back has got there. Kajust has now got there. We'll play this ball inside to Anderson. Now around the back to Ramphel. Give it back into Anderson. Play that ball off, son. Chalinov with the shot. It's a decent effort, but it has been saved by the keeper, and Ramphel hasn't managed to win that header. But Sane can try and bring us straight back forward. It's with Anderson. Now with Schneider again. We'll play inside to Kajust, who switches the play nicely out to the left back. It's a very nice pass into Chilinov this time. And Anderson has it. It's a shot, but it's straight at the keeper. Right, ball played long. Anderson has gone for that, and he's won it as well, as Benny is now the man on the ball. He hasn't really got a lot of options here. Take a shot, son, and it gets blocked by the centre-back. And Anderson again going in for the challenge, doesn't this time win it, but Ramphel is there to try and defend, and if he can rob that, he can. It's getting into Sabeni, who has the chance at goal, and he's put it into that bottom corner beautifully. 11 minutes in, and we've been all over Sandhusen since their first touch on the ball. Ever since we've got onto the ball, we've hardly had without it at our feet, and they've made so many mistakes at the back. This time it's costly, as Sir Benny runs straight through and digs it into that bottom left corner. Very nice finish right into that bottom corner. It would have been difficult for any keeper to be saving that. It's literally off the inside of that post as well. Beautifully placed, and it's 1-0 to the boys. But Chalinov now trying to defend, not really working out at the moment. It's now out to their right midfielder. It's well defended against with our left back, who has been absolutely brilliant this season so far, to be fair, defensively. After the first few games, he looked a bit shaky, but he's definitely moved into his position, and Sane gets the block off for their first attempt at goal. But now it's another chance, and it's another effort, and their first shot on target is in the back of the net. We're one apiece again, just 10 minutes later, or not even that, to be fair. Poor defensive plays, no one really closing the man down. And that is what has ended that, to be fair. I thought I might have got into a decent position to actually block this effort, but in fact, I actually opened up the gap for him to take the shot, and he's done so very nicely into the top corner, and it's back at level peggings again. Ball played long. Sabeni wins the header. It's with Anderson. We'll play it to Kajust, who can find Snyder, who is holding off his man very nicely. We'll find the ball out to Ramphel, and if he played that cross a little bit quicker there, that might have been a decent attack. But now Anderson with an effort goal, and it is just over the bar from that half volley. Sabeni comes to close down his man. It's played long anyway. If Itakura can win that, he can, and it's with Schneider now. We'll play the ball out wide to Anderson, who has been a critical part of our team today, because he has been absolutely everywhere, and he can split the defence here. Play the ball back. It's to Sabeni, who has smashed the ball straight wide of that post. That was tragic from him. That deserves such a better effort, the way Anderson's playing. So Zalazar's had to run out and collect that. It's now with Kajust in the middle, who has a lot of space to work with here. If he can try and work something, he has done so, and that has come off the bar. What an effort that was at goal from the lad. That was not the best of passes, but we can play that from Kajust over the top to Chelinov, who I've not been a great deal happy with at the minute. But Kajust has played it to Schneider. We'll play this ball now off to Ramphel. Whip that ball into the far post. A beautiful cross. A very good header from Sabeni. And come on, another chance maybe. Anderson has gone up for that one, and it's still not in the back of the net for us at the minute. Right, it is now with the opposite side again. It's Sandhusen, and it's another poor pass from their man. And we'll play this ball now off to Anderson, who has been by far the man of the match so far. And he's put that shot over the bar. Oh my God, so many chances we're throwing away at the minute. That is half time. We have gone in at 1 apiece, and the amount of chances we've had in this game, we should be home and dry by now. Sabeni on his own has had 4 shots on goal, and he's only managed to bag 1 of them. Don't get me wrong, the keeper's doing very well, and Anderson has been probably our standout player so far, but he's just not managed to bag a couple of efforts he's had at goal so far. That is poor. Who has been our standout centre-back so far this season. And a beautiful pass there into Ramphel, who can play it down the line with another beautiful pass into Schneider. Will lay it off. Sabeni to Anderson. Pelts the ball straight at the keeper. Ball thrown out. Zalazar has tried to get out there quickly, and he has done so, but he's not managed to win the ball, unfortunately. Now it's with their right mid again, who is they're taking on our left back. They must see him as a weak link at the minute in our defence, because the amount of times they're coming down their right hand side is actually unreal at the minute. And that is another open chance at goal, but this time Frazel does make the save. Try and get that ball over the top to Schneider, and he has found that beautiful pass there. And if Schneider can use his pace that I know he has to beat his man, he hasn't done, but he's got the ball anyway to Sabeni, who has put that shot wide of the post. How has he managed that? I don't have a clue, but he absolutely sliced it. Jesus Christ. Should be doing better there, son. It's a Cora with the ball to Kajus. Now it's with our left back. Give it back into Kajus, who can switch the play. There's 3 players to aim for out there. It's with Anderson to Ramphel. And if he can beat his man, he has done so. Sabeni, again, he's put the ball wide of the post. This man has had so many chances in this game. Don't get me wrong, he's scored our only goal so far, but he should have had himself a hat-trick by now. Right, so I'm assuming this ball will get played long, and it has done, but we've just taken Sabeni out after that another missed chance, so let's hope that Tekel can put in a decent performance. It's a beautiful ball from Salazar, straight into Tekel, and Tekel's just second touch on the ball, he has put us into the lead. Now, it's between Sabeni and Tekel, because right now, Tekel has had 1 shot at goal, put it in the back of the net. Don't get me, Sabeni did that at the very start of the game, but the amount of chances that Sabeni's had since then, that we should be home and dry by now, but Tekel's had to come in off the bench and put us into the lead 70 minutes into the game, and literally his second touch on the ball, he has managed to put us into the lead. Let's go. Chelinov is another player I haven't really been happy with in this game, so he might go off next. But Anderson is a player I've been very happy with today, and that is the exact reason why, as he marks off his man beautifully. We'll play this ball into Tekel. It should be, and it isn't quite, from a good save from the keeper, but it could very easily have been 3-1 there. Very good play from the 2 players that I've actually been most happy with so far in today's game. So, corner to be whipped in. It's going to be Ramphel who does so. It's into the area. It's a good cross. Sane gets his head to it, and it's an own goal. I don't know why Sane's running off, because don't get me wrong, it was his header, but it was going well out of the goal. It was going miles away. And we are 3-1 up now. But it's an own goal that has completely helped us out here. We could have very easily been this far in front if Sabeni had cleaned up his finishing, but he didn't do so. As you see here, Sane's header was going well wide of the post. They've tried to clear the ball, but he's booted it straight into his teammate, and that ball has been chested over the top of the keeper. It's poor goalkeeping as well. Don't get me wrong, he needed good reactions there, but 3-1 to the boys. Can't complain. So, Anderson to try and clean up here, and Zalazar has nearly managed to intercept that. They've played a lot of passes today where we could have very easily got a chance from, and obviously that's what our first goal that came from, to be fair, and our second goal as well, from an Anderson little interception. But right now, we've got to try and defend for all we can, and nobody went towards the ball there, and that was a free effort at goal for Conte. ball to be whipped in from the corner from Sandhusen. It's straight to Anderson here, and the ball has been cleared straight up to Tekel, who unfortunately couldn't take the touch around the man. Now it's again with Sandhusen trying to get themselves on the attack, and they are getting themselves into a decent space again, and it's a good save from Fraser again. That is full time. We've got a 3-1 win to our name here. Very nicely done from the boys today. Like I say, we should have done better up front. Sabeni, again, should be doing and been a lot more clinical with his finishing, especially with the chances he actually had at goal. He had 6 attempts at goal today and managed to score 1 goal. That is quite poor, I think. But, yeah, we've got a 3-1 win, and that's all I can really ask for at the minute. 3 points, that's better than anything that I could have asked for. So, yeah, very nice. Even though one of them was an own goal, I'm still happy with the result. Right then, boys, so now for the post-match interview, let's see what they have to say. Were you always confident about winning the game today? We defended really well. Every single lad was committed to their job, let's say that, because I think they were today. They actually played well. Like I say, we just needed to be more clinical with the finishing. A good win in the end. Were you pleased with the performance? We are working hard at being better organised. Let's say that, as it shows that we're always trying to improve, because we definitely need to at the minute. And he was the standout man today. Is Anderson now a squad player in your eyes rather than a regular starter? Are you mad? The way he played today, he was on form. He's got a role to play here, definitely. Of course he can do better. I expect more from Magnus Kofto. I don't know who the fuck that is, but got a role to play here, definitely. He played fucking amazing today. Right then, so we have a player chat from Sabeni saying, hey Gaffer, thanks for listening what I had to say. I really appreciate the chance to play while I'm in such good form. Don't get me wrong, you did well to get your goal at the start of the game, but you should have definitely done better throughout the game after that first shot, because you had many chances to score other goals. Right then, so we have ourselves a monthly scouting report now. Let's see what players the boys have came up with. Okay, couple of decent players here. 90 overall there. Well, potential 90 and a potential 94 there as well. Nicely done, boys. Anything here that we can actually pick out that could end up being decent? Right, so here we go. We'll have a quick look at the players we've actually got in here already. Valentin Gomez currently is 72 to 76 overall. This guy getting close to his max as well. It's 73 to 77. This guy is nowhere near good enough. This guy's only 10 points off. Dominic Jaeger, who is 82 to 89, could be a very decent player here. We've got another player that's, again, not looking too great. He is the man that we've just signed, I'm pretty sure. He's only 6 points off. The Austrian left midfielder at 50 overall at the minute. Could reach between 70 and 74 and 80 overall. Then a couple of players here that hasn't really moved off of when we signed them. Apart from it looks like he's gone down quite a bit. Then we have this man who is looking like he might be a decent player as well. Couple of decent average players here. Then Ahmad Ahmad. Ahmad, shall I say, who is currently 83 to 89 and looking like the next Mo Salah at this point, but he has got the hair to match the club, so I'm very happy about that as well. But I might actually sign him very soon, to be fair, being he's 17 years old. So yeah, maybe we'll sign him very soon. I'll see. So then, so Magnus, so that's his first name. So Anderson is saying, hi boss, I hope you don't mind me catching you like this, but the lads have asked me to talk to you. They're a bit worried about the club isn't meeting their demands. This doesn't feel like a team that's motivated to win anything this season. We are hoping you'd be able to let us know what the plans are. I've got it under control, pal. If you keep playing the way you're playing, we've got it. Now we have ourselves a press conference just before the second game of today's episode. Let's see what they have to say. We can still go up. We've still got, as long as the boys get some motivation in them to get us forward, we should be okay. Will you change anything for this game? We'll play our football, exactly. We'll play the way we've got to play, and that's the end of it. Not looking to change anything too much. Can you keep this great run going? I think there's more to come. I think there is, because the boys are putting in work at the minute. I'm very happy with them. Right then, boys, so we have ourselves our second and final game of today's episode against Sampoli, where we have ourselves The only one change we've made to the side from the last game is the Butler who's come back in at left mid. I've left Sabeni up front because he was getting into decent positions. So at the end of the day, as long as he can find them positions, that's the main thing. And just try and hopefully work out his finishing a bit better. But Tekel will be an impact sub if he comes in as well because of his pace. So that's the only way that I've seen it. Let's hope that the boys can put in another decent performance out of today and hopefully get ourselves moving forward and hopefully a decent result against a team that is currently fighting for promotion. Right then, here we go, underway. Well, we're not underway yet, but we are here for the game against San Pauli. We are away. They are currently in second while we are still sat in seventh at the moment. But at the end of the day, we're putting in some decent performances. And obviously, we only conceded right at the end against Werder Bremen. So, hopefully, we can go one step further this time and actually keep ourselves in the winning positions if possible. Let's get into it and see what we can do. We've managed to keep the ball with Itakura. Now to Butler down this left-hand side. If we can play the ball now into Salazar, very nicely done. We'll try and slide the ball into Kajust, who's got into a good position, but it's a decent effort at goal, but a good save by their keeper. Probably should have aimed for the far post instead of the near this time, though. Right, ball to be whipped in by Ramphel. We'll whip it into the back post a little bit here. And that is a good cross. And it's a good header. And there we go. Sane, even though he didn't get the goal there, he very easily could have. But it has been another own goal. The second one of the episode. And it's Sane that has produced it again from another one of his headers. This one was a very dangerous corner. The keeper, I think, should have been doing better there. And if it wasn't for the man on the post, it was in the back of the net anyway. And unfortunately, he's headed it instead straight onto his keeper's shoulder and into the back of the net, boys. Let's go. 1-0 up already. We did this in the Werder Bremen game where we took the lead earlier. Let's hope that we don't give it up as quickly as we did in that game. And that's a good tackle that time from Schneider. Nobody actually went for the ball afterwards, though. Let's hope that we can keep this. Okay, this is not looking good already. It is not looking good already. And I think they might actually grab themselves the goal. And that is just past the post. And luckily, we've not conceded straight back off the kickoff from that goal. Is so comfortable at the back, and we've got it to our left back now. Give it to Salazar. We'll give the ball back to our left back and play the ball down to Butler. Very nice play into Sabeni. We could go 2-0 here, and it's off the post and somehow not into the back of the net here. Very good play though from the boys so far. Butler plays the ball, gives it, and play the ball back to Butler, and it's a decent effort, a goal there from range, but unfortunately just wide of the post. And I don't know if that actually got marked for a corner. If it was, it's a lot better shot than I first imagined. Sane, okay, that's not the pass I wanted, but it's come to Schneider anyway, who can try and attack here. He'll run straight at the defence right now because there's no one trying to defend against him. We'll play that into Kajust, who can do his business, but it's a shot straight at the keeper again. Right, we're going to do this tactic again and again right now because Sane seems to get his head on it. But at the end of the day, that one hasn't come to him, but it's still come to Itakura. And somehow, again in a scramble, we've not managed to put the ball in the back of the net. Try and play this ball round him now into Butler. The left back is carry on making that run, but we have a lot of space in the middle right now, and we'll play the ball now down the wing to Schneider inside. It's there, and it's somehow not ended up in the back of the net, and that wasn't even deflected from Ramphel. What happened there then? Jesus, he sliced that one. Holy God. Who can try and work something here. He's played it to Schneider. It's enough effort at goal. And now it's with Anderson who can whip a shot. And again, it gets blocked. Kajust has gone up for that header and not won it this time. But he has defended very well. Won the ball back straight away. If we can play a ball into Sabeni. And again, it gets blocked off at the final time of asking. But they have themselves a decent counter-attacking opportunity now. Very good defensive plays from Salazar so far. Ramphel took so long then to try and make that challenge. And that is a header at goal, but a good save again from Frazel. Right, that is half time, boys. We've gone in 1-0 up against the side that are currently sat in second, like I say. And at the minute, we're looking like the better side. We've had so many chances at goal at the minute, but again, it's the same result as the last game. We're having a lot of efforts at goal, just not finding the back of the net in the minute, which is a little bit worrying again. Right, now they have the chance to counter-attack again, and at the minute, our left-back has done absolutely nothing at that point, because Just has to try and get a tackle in. He's nearly got his foot there, but couldn't quite reach it. Now, again, our left-back doing well that time. Butler's trying to defend. It's not the best. It's a good effort at goal, and again, it's a good save by Frazel. Right, ball to be whipped into the area. It's there for your man. It's a good clearance that time. And now it's straight to Ramphel, who you know has pace, but has he got the pace to beat his man? He has that one, but he's got 3 more to beat at this point. Well, 2 more at this point. We'll cut it back, play it inside. It's a shot straight at the keeper from Salazar. It was a well-hit effort, but unfortunately, we're still not finding the back of the net. Corner again, it's with Ramphel. We'll whip it into that same area, and this time it's Kajus gone up for it, and again it's nearly found its way into the back of the net. Salazar to Schneider, who has space, a lot of it at this point, so take the shot, son, and what an effort at goal that was from the young lad. 17 years old and having an effort like that at goal. Look at the amount of space he actually got there though, and I'm not, he weren't far off of scoring it. Right, again in the centre, and Butler has intercepted it. It's now with Anderson again. We'll give it in, and then back out. It's with Schneider, who should be putting that, and he has put it in the back of the net. It's 2-0 to your boys. We thoroughly deserve to be more than 1 up at this point, and that was very nice play this time. Schneider is the man that has bagged himself, I think, his 2nd goal in professional football. And it's a very nice finish indeed. He has curved it around his man. And the keeper probably should be doing better at that angle. But I think the power has actually put him off that. Because that he should be doing better at. Because that was right beside him when he was diving for that. But it is what it is. We're 2-0 up. I'm happy with that. We can, every time we get on the ball now, tacklers come back on the field. It is actually looking so dangerous. As soon as we get up to this front part of the field, it is looking very dangerous. As we'll play this ball now into Tackle, who has took it round his man. Can he take the shot? He can, but it's straight at the keeper this time. That is full time. A 2-0 win against the side that are currently in 2nd. That's the kind of performances we need to be putting in. And that's the exact kind of performance we have put in today. In both games, to be fair. We've looked so attacking in both games, but haven't managed to find the goals that we probably deserved out of this one as well, to be fair. We had so many attempts at goal that we really should have probably bagged ourselves more. But I can't complain because the team are playing very well at the minute. I am very happy with them. Right then, boys, now it's for the post-match interview. And I've just looked at the stats after that game. 23 shots we took today. In the whole of the episode, we've took 39 shots. That is mad. And we've only managed to score 5, which is... it's so bad, to be honest. But at the end of the day, we're coming away with the points, which is the main thing. Right now, we have... was that the kind of straightforward win you were expecting? The players set a standard now. We got a result we deserved in the end. Yeah, exactly. We really did deserve that result today. Absolutely killed it out there. Was that a game you always felt? Yes, we actually did. We deserved our goals today. We kept our shape. We deserved our goals today. We actually looked today like we deserved that 3 points. In both games today, we looked like that. Did the Vasil... make it easy for you today? We needed something special. No, their keeper was man of the match. I'd say he was, to be fair, just for the fact that we scored a goal, and we scored 2 out of 23 shots. It could have been a lot more if it wasn't for their keeper. Right then, boys, so that is where we're going to end today's episode. We have in the next episode, if I've gone into the wrong thing here, we have a game against Nuremberg and a game against Hamburg. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the league table, where we have now literally... After that game, after these 2 games in today's episode, we've still somehow only managed to move up by 1 place. Don't know how we've managed to get 6 points and only move up 1 space, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, at least we're putting in decent performances. In the next episode, it's looking like a very, very difficult game to play, or a very difficult 2 games, or very difficult episode, shall I say. we have the team that are currently in second again, which are Hamburg, and then we have ourselves Nuremberg, who are currently sat in fourth. So in 3 games, we've had a team that was sat in second, now sat in third. Next game against the team that is currently sat in second, and the side that are currently sat in fourth. That is 3 very difficult run of games, but at the end of the day, saying that, we've had that game before that, against the team that were in 14th or wherever they were, but the game before that we had to get a team that were in first. So at the end of the day, that shows the exact kind of run of form we're on at the minute, and the fact that we have these 2 games in the next episode. And after this episode, I wouldn't be surprised if we come away with 6 points from them 2 games as well. I'll be very happy if we do, but I won't be shocked if we don't at the same time. But yeah, hopefully another 2 games with 6 points out of in the next episode against them 2 sides be a very, very good piece of play from us. And at that point, if we win against... See, the thing is, if we win against either of them sides, it doesn't mean that we move up against them, which is the part that's... that we're struggling with at the minute, let's say. But 6 points after the next game will take us to 34, which is not a bad point tally at that time of the season, to be fair, I don't think. But we'll have to try and move away from that and get ourselves them points if we can in that next episode. It's going to be a very difficult episode, like I say, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you in the next episode, boys. Peace.
Rise up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I just bought a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me.